Why are adaptive technology devices so expensive? Let's find out. Hello, I'm that guy Bud, and welcome to the first video in a series about assistive technology. For this series, I'm going to be looking at assistive technology as it relates to interfacing with a computer and other electronics. So much of our day is tied to our computers, whether it's work, entertaining ourselves, keeping in touch with others, or for education purposes. Most people have no problem using a standard keyboard, mouse, or touchscreen, but as soon as that ability goes away, things get very expensive very quickly. Why? Let's look at a few reasons. First off, let's consider economies of scale. In the United States, about 1 in 5 people have some form of a disability, and about half that number have what's categorized as a severe disability. If you're making a product and 10% of the population can't use it the way it is, do you change the product or do you leave it alone? If 90% of the population can use your product, you may look at the bottom line and decide it's not worth chasing that other 10%, which is a shame because a lot of people will be left out. The flip side of economies of scale is also tricky. Say you're making a product that is aimed towards people with a spinal cord injury. In the United States, there's 250,000 people who have a spinal cord injury of some sort or another. While that number sounds really large, you need to consider that that only makes up 1/10 of 1% of the population in the US. The more people that use a company's product and the prolonged demand for that product means that a company can build the item cheaper. It's expensive to build a single item, but when a company is building hundreds or thousands, the cost per item goes down. So are economies of scale to blame for these prices? I don't think so. Obviously it's a factor, but I think there's more to it than that. The cost could be high before a product is even ready to be produced. It needs to be developed, prototyped, tested, reprototyped, retested. R&D costs money, real money. Luckily, the end result is products for people in need. So high development costs and low economies of scale. That should do it, right? Unfortunately, no. What if a company is selling a product that it didn't develop? So there are no research and development costs. And what if they didn't produce the product? So the production economies of scale are out of their hands. What if a company just finds a product and decides this is an assistive technology device? Surely that in itself can't make the item cost more. In 2014, the company DeVoom released the VoomBox Travel. It's a Bluetooth speaker with a carabiner for toting around. When it came out, it cost about $50. Nowadays, you can pick one up for about $40 unless the website selling it is categorizing it as an assistive technology device. Buying a VoomBox Travel through an assistive tech site will cost you about $100. That's twice the MSRP and almost 2.5 times the street value. However, on those sites, they offer a variant to prove that it's different, to prove its value. It includes a shoulder strap and a carabiner to carry it around. But wait, doesn't it come with a carabiner? Yes, it does. It comes with a carabiner for your carabiner. So why all the expense? Because these devices are seen as medical devices, and because of that can be covered by insurance. That's all. It's not the work that goes into them that makes them so expensive. It's not the low runs. It's not the customization. The price is high because that's what the insurance companies will pay. Well, doesn't that rack up insurance costs for all users? Doesn't that hurt people whose insurance companies won't cover the cost of these devices? Doesn't that add another obstacle to people who are already trying to overcome obstacles? Yes. Yes, it does. So why are assistive technology devices so expensive? Because someone said so, and everyone else decided to follow. In my next video, we're going to ask what the maker movement can do for the assistive technology community. If you have suggestions for future videos or questions about this one, you can leave them in the comments below or reach me on Twitter at ThatGuyBud. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.